Did you know that the secret to turning the biggest challenges in your life into your greatest opportunities might have been discovered over 2,000 years ago? Imagine facing life storms with a calm so deep that nothing can disturb your inner peace. It sounds like a superpower, doesn't it? But it's not just a fantasy. This ancient superpower is a millennia-old philosophy that is as practical today as it was in the bustling markets and marble halls of ancient Rome and Greece. Stoicism teaches us that, although we cannot control all aspects of our lives, we have absolute control over how we choose to react. And in today's world, where uncertainty seems to be the only certainty, these teachings could be the anchor we have all been looking for. I invite you to stay until the end, where you will find valuable lessons to strengthen your plans in the face of any adversity. If this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe and like the video. This way, I can continue creating more content like this in the future. What if I told you that Stoicism is more about action than thought? About living a life full of purpose, resilience, and happiness, no matter what life throws at us. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about understanding and managing them to lead a more fulfilling life. Today, we delve into the depths of Stoicism, discovering its timeless wisdom and how it can transform not only our way of thinking, but also our way of living. One, seeing obstacles as opportunities. Stoicism teaches us the art of seeing obstacles as opportunities. It sounds contradictory, doesn't it? Most of us are programmed to see obstacles as barriers to our success and happiness. But Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus offer us a different perspective. They tell us that when life throws us a curveball, instead of asking, "Why me?" we should ask, "What can I learn?" This change in focus changes everything. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his personal reflections, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that every obstacle, no matter how challenging, not only tests our resilience, but also teaches us valuable lessons. It's about finding the positive side in difficult situations and using it for our growth. This perspective is not just an ancient philosophy. It is supported by modern thinkers. The famous psychologist Carl Jung said, "What you resist persists." By fighting against obstacles, we give them more power over us. Instead, by accepting and learning from them, we can overcome them. This Stoic mindset consists of transforming challenges into stepping stones toward greater strength and wisdom. Let's make it practical. Suppose you face rejection and job applications. It's easy to fall into a spiral of self-pity and doubt. But what if you saw each rejection as feedback? Maybe there's a skill you need to improve or a new strategy for your job search. That change in perspective can turn a series of rejections into a path toward professional development. Another example is personal conflicts. They are uncomfortable and stressful, but they also offer the opportunity to practice patience, empathy, and communication skills. Every disagreement is a chance to understand different points of view and improve our conflict resolution skills. The essence of seeing obstacles as opportunities lies in asking what we can learn from the situation. Instead of being passive victims of circumstances, we become active learners and problem solvers. This doesn't mean that facing obstacles is easy, but it does mean that we approach them with a growth and learning-oriented mindset. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the heart of Stoicism. It's about looking beyond the immediate pain or frustration of an obstacle and finding the lessons and opportunities it presents. So, when you face a challenge, big or small, try to stop and reframe it. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation and how it can make you stronger and wiser. Remember, obstacles are not just barriers to overcome. They are opportunities to grow. By adopting the Stoic mindset, we can navigate the highs and lows of life with more grace, resilience, and wisdom. To focus on what is within your control. Have you ever found yourself stuck in traffic, infuriated by the delay, or scrolling through your phone only to be upset by a negative comment on your post? It happens to the best of us. It's almost as if our daily lives are full of little tests that challenge our mood and peace of mind at every turn. But here's a perspective that can be a game changer, coming from the world of Stoicism. This incredible philosophy, dating back to ancient Greece and Rome, offers us a powerful tool, focusing on what is within our control. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about it for a second. Traffic, bad weather, negative comments, all these are beyond our control. We can't change them, no matter how much we wish we could. However, what we can change is how we react to them. This idea isn't just ancient wisdom. It's also backed by modern psychology. Carl Jung, a giant in the field of psychology, famously stated, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." This perfectly aligns with Stoic practice. It's about recognizing that the only real power we have is over our own reactions, thoughts, and actions. Imagine being in that traffic jam, late for an important meeting. You could spend the time stewing in anger, honking the horn, and stressing out, which, let's be honest, won't make the cars in front of you move any faster. Or you could take a deep breath, accept the situation, and maybe use the time to listen to a podcast, an audiobook, or just enjoy some music. The traffic hasn't changed, but your response to it has. And with that change, your stress levels decrease and your day looks a little brighter. This Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control extends far beyond dealing with traffic or the weather. It applies to our personal goals, our reactions to others, and our approach to life's obstacles. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic heavyweight, reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you find yourself facing situations beyond your control, I invite you to reflect on the timeless teachings of the Stoic philosophers. Take a moment to ask yourself, can I really influence this? If the answer is no, allow yourself to let go of that worry and focus on what you can manage. Your reaction, your attitude, and your actions. This simple shift in perspective has the potential to significantly impact your stress levels and overall well-being. Remember that by practicing this mindset, you are cultivating greater serenity and a greater capacity to find happiness, even amidst the most challenging circumstances. Although we often face difficulties on our path, it is important to remember that each day we practice resilience and focus on what we can control. We are moving forward. It's not so much about achieving perfection as it is about making constant progress, learning, and growing with each experience. Over time, we will realize that we are not only overcoming the challenges life throws at us, but also thriving, finding strength and wisdom in every obstacle we overcome. 3. Cultivating self-discipline. I understand that the term self-discipline often evokes images of strict schedules and a life devoid of fun, but I want to change the perception with you. Self-discipline is not about deprivation or living a rigid life. Rather, it's about empowering ourselves to make decisions aligned with our deepest values and long-term goals. It's about choosing what truly matters to us instead of opting for what's easy in the present moment. At its core, developing self-discipline involves taking control of our actions, saying yes to those that benefit us and no to those that don't, even when it's challenging. Let's carefully consider each of these actions. Establishing an exercise routine requires commitment and ongoing effort, but it offers long-term benefits for both physical and mental health, improving our quality of life and increasing longevity. Similarly, choosing to save money instead of giving into impulse purchases may be challenging in the moment, but it provides financial security and enables us to achieve important financial goals, such as buying a home or securing a comfortable retirement. Furthermore, investing time in learning something new rather than just consuming entertainment helps us grow, personally and professionally, opening doors to new opportunities and significant achievements in the future. These decisions may not always offer immediate gratification, but they lay the groundwork for a more satisfying and successful life in the long run. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into self-discipline. Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement underscores the essence of self-discipline, controlling our reactions and actions, even in the face of external temptations and distractions. Epictetus also teaches us to be steadfast in controlling our desires, rather than being dominated by them. He understood that true freedom comes from our ability to self-govern and manage our internal impulses. But why is self-discipline so crucial? Aristotle provides a clear perspective. He believed that we achieve excellence and virtue through our habits. By practicing self-discipline, we develop habits that guide us toward our best selves. It's not about sporadic acts of willpower, but consistently making decisions that reflect our values and goals. The development of self-discipline is also supported by modern psychological understanding. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of integrating all aspects of our personality to achieve a fulfilling life. This process of integration requires self-discipline as it involves navigating the diverse desires and motivations within our psyche, making decisions that promote our overall well-being and personal growth. So, how can we cultivate self-discipline in our daily lives? Starting gradually is key. Choose an area you want to improve, whether it's your health, finances, or personal development. Set clear, achievable goals and progress one day at a time. Every time we make decisions aligned with our goals, we strengthen our capacity for self-discipline. As Epictetus said, no great thing is created suddenly. Self-discipline is built through small, consistent actions. It's about progress, not perfection. Each day presents new opportunities to practice self-discipline, to choose actions that bring us closer to who we want to be. Building self-discipline is a continuous journey, finding the balance between what we want now and what we truly desire in the long term. These decisions, though challenging in the moment, are crucial to approaching our deepest goals and finding lasting satisfaction and peace in our lives. It's a commitment to ourselves and our future, an investment in our well-being and personal fulfillment. Therefore, let's embark on this journey with determination and conviction, knowing that each tough choice brings us closer to the life we truly yearn for. In this path towards self-discipline and self-realization, mutual support as a community is crucial. Together, we can strengthen our resolve, share our challenges, and celebrate our successes, reminding each other of the value of persevering even when things get tough. By choosing what's right over what's easy, we demonstrate our commitment to our values and principles, building a solid path toward a more rewarding and meaningful future. Always remember that each step toward our dreams brings us a little closer to the life we genuinely love. Let's keep the flame of determination and the will to move forward burning, remembering that with every act of self-discipline and conscious choice, we are forging the path toward our desired destiny. For experiencing the present moment, you've surely heard a lot about living in the present moment. But what does it really mean? And why is it so crucial? Living in the present moment involves embracing and fully experiencing where you are right now. It means letting go of worries about the future and regrets about the past, and recognizing that life, with all its beauties, challenges, and surprises, unfolds here and now. This concept has deep roots in Stoic philosophy, resonating in the minds of brilliant thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, and has been endorsed by modern psychologists and thinkers alike. Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, emphasize the importance of focusing the mind on the present to find grounding and mental clarity, allowing us to fully appreciate each moment as it unfolds. So, why do we find it so challenging to stay present? Our minds are often filled with thoughts about the future and reflections on the past, distracting us from the potential and beauty of the here and now. According to psychologist Carl Jung, the least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Living in the present gives meaning to the small everyday experiences, enriching our existence profoundly. Aristotle on his part, associated attention to the present with the pursuit of eudaimonia, a state of happiness and prosperity, achieved through living a virtuous and mindful life. How can we then practice living in the present moment? Mindfulness is key. It means deliberately paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you eat, savor each bite. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. Actively listen to those who speak to you instead of planning your response. These simple acts of mindfulness bring us back to the present, enriching our lives with each experience. Seneca taught us that true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or neglecting the future, but finding a balance where we learn from the past, plan for the future, and allow ourselves to enjoy the now. Every moment we live gives us the opportunity to reset, leave behind worries, and focus on the present. Here is where we find the fullness of life, where our dreams and realities intertwine, and where each experience gains a unique and unrepeatable meaning. So, let's take a moment right now, breathe deeply, and embrace the wonder of this present moment. Because here, amidst our daily joys and challenges, lies the true essence of life. 5 Memento Mori, living with awareness of death. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't use the concept of memento mori to instill fear, but rather to foster a deeper appreciation of each moment. For them, remembering the inevitability of death was a way to live more fully, consciously, and gratefully in the present. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the transient nature of life, encouraging us to live according to our values and make the most of the time we have. You could leave life right now. Hero, let that determine what you do and say and think. This approach isn't pessimistic. It's a call to action, a reminder to focus on what truly matters, letting go of trivial concerns and living with purpose and coherence. Seneca also addressed the brevity of life, urging us not to waste our time on trivialities but to concentrate on creating a meaningful existence. He believed that awareness of death prompts us to live wisely and deeply value our relationships and experiences. Epictetus emphasized the importance of being present and making the most of each moment, reminding us that our existence is limited and fleeting. This reminder motivates us to live ethically and appreciate the beauty and richness of life here and now. But how can we incorporate memento mori into our lives without it hanging like a dark cloud over our heads? It starts with shifting our perspective. Instead of fearing death, we can see it as a powerful impetus to live intensely in the present, not postponing the pursuit of our dreams or our happiness for an uncertain future that isn't guaranteed. Memento mori reminds us not to take our time in this world for granted. It invites us to live authentically, to express our feelings, to love unreservedly, and to be fully present in our lives. It also teaches us to value the impermanence of life, deepening our gratitude for every moment we live. When we're aware that our time is limited, we're more likely to appreciate each experience, live consciously, and show gratitude for the people and moments that enrich our lives. Therefore, let's embrace memento mori not as a source of fear, but as a catalyst for personal growth, gratitude, and a deeper appreciation of life. Let it inspire us to make decisions aligned with our deepest values, to cherish our relationships, and to savor the beauty of every present moment. Living with awareness of our own mortality frees us from the burden of insignificant worries and allows us to prioritize what truly matters in our lives. It motivates us to set aside trivial differences and seek genuine connections with others. It drives us to transcend selfishness and live with generosity, compassion, and understanding towards others. Ultimately, memento mori reminds us that our life is our legacy and that every moment we live leaves a lasting imprint on the world around us. So, let's accept this philosophy not as a grim reminder of our inevitable destiny, but as an invitation to live fully, love deeply, and appreciate the beauty and wonder of each moment on our fascinating journey through life. 6. Developing emotional resilience. When we face life's complexities, We experience a roller coaster of natural human emotions such as anger, sadness, and frustration. However, beyond just feeling these emotions, the key lies in how we manage them. Emotional resilience acts as a vital resource that allows us to navigate life's storms with grace, emerging stronger on the other side. It involves recognizing our emotions, understanding them, and taking positive steps forward rather than being swept away by our feelings. Ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca offered valuable perspectives on this topic. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the power of the mind over external events, highlighting our ability to control our response to circumstances. On the other hand, Seneca taught that difficulties are tests of our character and resilience, suggesting that facing our emotions with understanding and patience strengthens us. The development of emotional resilience begins with self-awareness. By being aware of our emotions and reactions, we can better understand our automatic responses. It's essential to allow ourselves to feel without judgment, and then reflect on what triggered those emotions, gaining insight into our emotional patterns. Moreover, integrating all aspects of our psyche, as proposed by Carl Jung, is crucial for achieving emotional integrity. This process involves confronting our emotions, understanding them, and learning from them. Essential foundations on the path to emotional resilience. In moments of intense emotions, it's beneficial to step back and respond constructively rather than react impulsively. Epictetus highlighted that our response to events is what truly matters, reminding us that our actions can shape our experiences. Developing emotional resilience is an ongoing process that invites us to cultivate skills and habits that promote our long-term mental and emotional well-being. This involves exploring a variety of techniques such as emotional expression through writing, seeking support from close friends for perspective, and practicing relaxation methods like meditation and yoga. Finally, treating ourselves with compassion as we navigate our emotions is crucial for developing authentic emotional resilience. It's not about avoiding negative emotions, but learning to handle them gracefully to emerge stronger and more self-aware. This journey toward emotional resilience empowers us to face life's challenges with courage and determination, inviting us to support each other along the path to a more fulfilling life. 7. Focus on personal excellence. Stoic philosophers deeply understood the concept of personal excellence, believing that virtue is the only true good and that our actions should aim towards a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, urged us not to waste time arguing what a good man should be, but to be one. This simple statement encapsulates the essence of personal excellence, living consistently with our admired values day after day. Seneca emphasized self-improvement and living in harmony with reason and nature, while Epictetus highlighted the importance of taking personal responsibility for our reactions and decisions. How can we apply this in our daily lives? Start by setting personal standards based on your values and aspiration, not external expectations. Understand your strengths and weaknesses and strive for continuous improvement. Personal excellence also involves resilience in the face of failures and setbacks, learning and growing from each experience. Furthermore, it entails adopting a growth mindset, where we believe our abilities can be developed through dedication and effort. Pursuing personal excellence is a deep commitment to our authenticity and deepest values. Beyond fulfilling external expectations, living authentically means staying true to ourselves even under external pressure, making decisions aligned with our principles. It's a path of integrity and coherence, celebrating our victories and learning from our challenges for continuous growth. Let's commit to focusing on personal excellence, celebrating our efforts and learnings. It's not about perfection, but about progress and pride in our unique journey. Together, let's make personal excellence an ever-evolving lifestyle. 8. Practice gratitude. It is truly impactful in our lives. It's about shifting our focus to what we already have instead of lamenting what we lack. This simple shift can be transformative, especially in difficult times. The Stoics, known for their wisdom, emphasize the importance of gratitude. For them, true happiness lies not in accumulating more, but in valuing what we already possess. For example, Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of living in the present moment and finding pleasure in life's simple things, like breathing and loving. Seneca also spoke about how our insatiable desires can distract us from truly enjoying what we already have. He suggested that by focusing on our current blessings, we can find genuine satisfaction. Epictetus, known for his pragmatic approach within Stoic philosophy, encouraged his followers to appreciate their present circumstances, regardless of what they were. According to him, finding value in our current situation allows us to live more fully. But how can we practice gratitude, especially when facing challenges? It all begins by establishing a daily habit. Whether in the morning or at night, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. It could be as simple as a hot cup of coffee, a meaningful conversation, or the beauty of the nature around us. This practice helps train our minds to focus on the positive, thereby improving our mood and overall outlook on life. Furthermore, gratitude also involves embracing challenges and seeking lessons within them. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we could ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective helps us value our experiences, both good and bad, as valuable steps in our personal journey. In addition to benefiting us personally, practicing gratitude strengthens our connections with others. Expressing appreciation towards people in our lives not only lifts their spirits, but also strengthens our emotional bonds. Aristotle emphasized the importance of recognizing the good in our lives and striving for a virtuous life. He considered gratitude fundamental to achieving true happiness, as it allows us to appreciate kindness around us and within ourselves. Contemporary research supports the benefits of gratitude on our emotional and mental health. Studies have shown that keeping a gratitude journal, where we regularly record things we are thankful for, can significantly reduce anxiety levels. By focusing on our blessings and positive aspects, we can counteract the negative effects of stress, cultivating a more balanced and peaceful mindset. Moreover, the practice of gratitude has been closely linked to sleep quality. Those who regularly express gratitude tend to experience more restful and deep sleep, thanks to the promotion of positive thoughts and comforting emotions. As Carl Jung said, the word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. By recognizing and valuing all our experiences, we find a more authentic and profound form of happiness. Let's make gratitude a cornerstone in our daily lives, celebrating small victories, appreciating connections, and finding joy in simple things. By focusing on what we have, we cultivate a sense of abundance and happiness that emanates from within. Remember, it's not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratitude that makes us happy. Let's toast to the beauty of gratitude in our lives, even on the most challenging days. 9. Embracing change. It is crucial for our development and well-being. In life, the only constant is change. Learning to flow with it and embrace life's inevitable twists transforms navigating them into an adventure rather than a terrifying experience. The Stoics had a healthy view of change, seeing it as a natural part of the universe. Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for it can hardly have come to you in a better shape." This profound acceptance of change as an essential part of life helps us understand that every change, whether perceived as positive or negative, has its place in our story. Seneca taught that clinging too tightly to current circumstances can lead to disappointment, as those circumstances will inevitably change. He advised us to be flexible and understand that change is not only part of life, but necessary for our personal growth and happiness. Epictetus encouraged us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. He emphasized that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. This mindset empowers us when facing change, focusing on our actions and finding opportunities for growth and development within it. To embrace change, firstly, we recognize its inevitability and its natural role in the universe. Everything is in constant flux. Seasons change, people come and go from our lives, and our cells constantly renew themselves. Embracing change is embracing life itself. Secondly, we practice mindfulness. Being present allows us to appreciate our current experiences without clinging to them. This awareness creates space for acceptance when those experiences evolve or come to an end. Thirdly, we seek lessons in change. Every change, no matter how challenging, offers opportunities to learn and grow. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective turns the challenges of change into steps for personal development. Virtue, according to Aristotle, is key to happiness. Adaptability is part of virtue, the ability to navigate changes with grace and wisdom, finding balance and harmony in life. Modern psychology supports this Stoic approach to change. Seeing change as an opportunity rather than a threat reduces stress and anxiety, and strengthens our resilience to face life's challenges. Accepting change is not simply enduring it, but welcoming it as a natural and enriching part of our journey. In doing so, we immerse ourselves in new experiences, opportunities for growth, and the fascinating development of our individual paths in this complex life. Flowing with change does not imply a passive attitude, but active participation in each moment. Embracing the dynamics of existence with fullness and awareness, we become bold navigators, ready to sail the waters of change with courage, grace, and an open heart to the infinite possibilities it offers. By adopting this perspective, we adapt better to changing circumstances and find constant opportunities for personal growth and discovery within them. Each turn and change of direction invites us to explore new territories, challenge limits, and expand horizons. Instead of resisting the natural flow of life, we learn to dance with it, moving our steps to the rhythm of its ever-changing melody. Thus, by courageously and openly embracing change, we become artisans of our own existence, sculpting our destiny with every choice and action we take. Change becomes our ally and companion in this exciting journey called life. 10. Do not give importance to the opinions of others. In a saturated environment of social media, where likes, followers, and comments can influence how we value ourselves, it's common to fall into the trap of depending on external opinions to define our own worth. However, there is a liberating truth. Our worth does not depend on the approval of others, but rather on our ability to be authentic and live in alignment with our deepest values. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who left a legacy of timeless wisdom, deeply explored this theme. They taught that our inner peace and freedom come from focusing on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and integrity, not on the fluctuating opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius reflected, often injustice lies in what is not done, not only in what is done. This observation highlights the paradox of valuing external judgments over our self-assessment. Seneca also emphasized the importance of living authentically, without conforming to external expectations in order to find true serenity. He believed that genuine satisfaction arises from living according to our principles and values. Epictetus stressed that worrying about others' opinions is beyond our real control, and therefore not worth our energy. Instead, he encouraged us to focus on our actions and live virtuously, where our true power resides. So, how can we begin to worry less about others' opinions and more about being true to ourselves? Firstly, we recognize that we are the architects of our own lives and have the power to define our worth, regardless of external expectations or social validation. This understanding liberates us from the burden of external opinions and commits us to a process of self-discovery and self-realization. It is an empowering act to take responsibility for our own worth and not depend on external validation to feel complete. By acknowledging that we are unique and valuable for our internal qualities and actions, rather than seeking external validation, we can learn to value ourselves for our authenticity, kindness, and effort in becoming the best version of ourselves. It is an act of self-love to recognize and celebrate our internal qualities, instead of constantly seeking external approval. Furthermore, by affirming our own worth, we set an internal standard for our self-esteem that is not subject to the fluctuations of external opinions or comparisons with others. We become our own measure of worth, based on our relationship with ourselves and our own standards of excellence. In this sense, cultivating healthy self-esteem becomes a journey of self-discovery, self-compassion, and continuous personal growth. Secondly, the practice of self-reflection invites us to delve into the core of our identity and values, sincerely exploring the authenticity of our choices and actions. It is a process of deep inquiry that allows us to question and understand our underlying motivations, as well as the extent to which our decisions reflect our genuine desires or are influenced by external expectations. By asking ourselves, whose life am I living? We confront the reality of whether our actions and choices are in harmony with our true essence, or if we are adopting roles and behaviors that do not authentically represent us. This self-inquiry challenges us to examine our decisions from a perspective of authenticity and alignment with our deepest values. Moreover, by questioning whether our decisions are based on our own desires or on the desire to fit into someone else's mold, we recognize the importance of maintaining our integrity and autonomy. We confront the need to discern between external expectations and our true aspiration, allowing us to distinguish between what we truly want and what is expected of us. Self-reflection, therefore, becomes an exercise in self-awareness and authenticity, helping us deepen our understanding of ourselves and our motivations. It is an act of self-knowledge that enables us to make more conscious decisions, align with our values and higher aspiration. Ultimately, the practice of self-reflection guides us towards a more authentic and fulfilling life, where our actions are in harmony with our true essence and purpose. Thirdly, embracing vulnerability invites us to delve into the depth of our humanity, recognizing and accepting our imperfections as an integral part of our identity. Being true to oneself involves the courage to show our vulnerabilities, to acknowledge our areas of improvement, and to allow ourselves to be authentically imperfect in a world that often demands perfection. By accepting and embracing our imperfections, we release the burden of self-demand and allow ourselves to be compassionate with ourselves on our journey of growth and self-realization. Understanding that perfection is an illusion frees us from constant scrutiny and allows us to embrace our humanity with kindness and compassion. It is important to recognize that it is okay to be a work in progress, as the process of personal growth is continuous and filled with learning experiences. Making mistakes and learning from them is an intrinsic part of our development as individuals and provides us with the opportunity to grow, evolve, and reach our highest potential. This authenticity and acceptance of our vulnerability act as a magnet that attracts authentic and understanding people into our lives. By showing our true essence, we connect with those who value and appreciate our authenticity, building genuine relationships based on mutual acceptance and respect. Additionally, remember the words of Aristotle, who spoke of the golden mean, finding balance in life. Applying this to our concern for others' opinions is about finding a healthy balance between considering constructive feedback and maintaining our autonomy and self-esteem. Incorporating a Stoic mindset into our lives means understanding that our worth is determined by our virtues, actions, and our commitment to living a meaningful life, not by praise or external approval. It is about building a strong inner fortress that remains unshaken by fleeting opinions of others. Let us commit to valuing ourselves for who we truly are, not for the likes, followers, or approval we receive. Let us be courageous in our authenticity, living lives that resonate with our deepest truths. Keep in mind that your worth is intrinsic and unique, and by staying true to yourself, you radiate your light in the most genuine way possible. We not only navigate through life, but thrive in it, with the confidence that comes from knowing that we are living authentically, aligned with our deepest values, and true to our essence. Each of us is a unique manifestation of life, with talents, passions, and experiences that distinguish us from others. By embracing our uniqueness and honoring our authenticity, we create a powerful bond with our inner selves and the universe around us. We become a living expression of the beauty and diversity of the world, contributing our own unique note to the symphony of existence. So, whenever you find yourself at a crossroads in life, remember that your value is not determined by external approval or the opinions of others. Your worth resides in your ability to live according to your principles, to follow your own path with integrity, and to embrace your truth with courage and passion. Allow yourself to shine with all your splendor and authenticity, and you will see how the world opens up to you with new possibilities and opportunities. Remember that by being true to yourself, you are not only honoring yourself, but also inspiring others to do the same. In a world that often challenges us to conform and fit into predefined molds, authenticity is a revolutionary act that liberates us to live fully and purposefully. 11. Reflection and introspection. Taking a pause, an authentic and meaningful pause to reflect on our actions, thoughts, and the paths we have traveled is crucial. This practice is about personal growth, introspection, and alignment with our deepest values. In a constantly moving world, reflection acts as an anchor, ensuring that we do not drift aimlessly, but navigate in the direction we truly desire. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, greatly valued reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings known as Meditations, exemplified this practice. He not only governed an empire, but also took time to examine his life, decisions, and moral compass through writing. He considered reflection essential for living a life of virtue and purpose. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, he wrote, emphasizing that our internal dialogue shapes our external reality. Seneca recommended regular self-evaluation to foster personal improvement and wisdom. He compared life to a play, suggesting that we periodically review our roles and performances. Are we acting in harmony with the character we wish to embody? Do our actions reflect the script we value for our lives? Epictetus encouraged his students to end each day by reviewing their actions and attitudes. This practice focused not on self-criticism, but on self-awareness and growth. Here just to ask, what did I do well? What did I do wrong? What duties remain unfinished? Through these questions, we can direct our lives more consciously, making adjustments that bring us closer to our ideals. How can we incorporate the Stoic practice of reflection and review into our modern lives? First, by making it a habit. Dedicate a few minutes each day, perhaps before bed, to reflect on your day. What were your achievements? Where did you face challenges? And how did you respond? Second, use reflection as a tool for gratitude. While reviewing your day, also acknowledge the moments, however small, that brought you joy or gratitude. This helps balance our natural tendency to focus on the negative, cultivating a more positive perspective on life. Third, approach this practice with kindness and compassion toward yourself. Reflection is not about chastising yourself for mistakes, but recognizing them as opportunities to learn and grow. Be as understanding with yourself as you would be with a dear friend. Aristotle emphasized the importance of living a reflective life. He believed that true wisdom comes from understanding ourselves, our actions, and our place in the world. This reflection is essential for living an examined life in harmony with virtue and excellence. In modern psychology, the benefits of regular reflection are well documented, showing improvements in mental health, clarity of purpose, and personal growth. Reflecting on our experiences helps us process emotions, learn from our actions, and make more informed decisions moving forward. Let us commit to this practice of regular reflection and review, using it as our guide to not just passively experience life, but actively shape it according to our values. Dedicating ourselves to this practice of reflection and self-evaluation immerses us in a journey of self-discovery that allows us to explore the depths of our existence. By reviewing our actions, thoughts, and decisions, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our motivations and core values, and how these have influenced our life path. This process provides the opportunity to examine our strengths and weaknesses, recognize areas for growth, and celebrate our achievements. It allows us to identify recurring patterns in our behavior and think about ways to improve and grow as individuals. By appreciating this journey of introspection, we embrace the transformative power of self-awareness and self-acceptance. We commit to looking at ourselves with honesty and compassion, recognizing that self-knowledge is the first step toward personal growth and fulfillment. By knowing ourselves more deeply, we find the path to true fulfillment and joy. We connect with our most authentic essence and discover greater harmony and fullness in our lives. We become conscious stewards of our emotional and spiritual well-being, navigating with confidence toward a brighter and more meaningful future. In summary, the practice of reflection and self-evaluation offers us the opportunity to deepen our understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. We appreciate this journey of self-discovery as a path to a more conscious, meaningful, and fulfilling life, where each moment provides the opportunity to grow, evolve, and find true inner fulfillment. 12. Cultivating compassion and empathy. Despite our individual differences, we all share the complex journey of life. By fostering an attitude of understanding and care towards others, we contribute to creating a kinder world filled with love. The ancient Stoics, renowned for their enduring wisdom, emphasized the importance of compassion and empathy. They taught that the connection between all human beings is fundamental, and that kindness and understanding are essential aspects of leading a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that humans are naturally social and destined to live in harmony and cooperation. His famous phrase, "What benefits the hive, benefits the bee," illustrates how our well-being is linked to the well-being of others. Seneca underscored the importance of treating others with kindness and generosity, arguing that compassion is a natural instinct that benefits both ourselves and others. He encouraged us to show empathy even towards those who have harmed us, recognizing their own struggles and limitations. Epictetus taught the importance of understanding others' perspectives, not necessarily approving harmful behaviors, but approaching with an empathetic mindset to understand their experiences and viewpoints. So how can we then practice compassion and empathy in our daily lives? Start by actively listening to the stories, experiences, and feelings of those around us. It is crucial to put ourselves in their shoes, imagining their struggles, joys, fears, and hopes. This act of understanding can bring us closer together, strengthening our sense of connection and shared humanity. Another way to cultivate compassion and empathy is through small acts of kindness, a smile, a kind word, a thoughtful gesture. These actions can make a significant difference in someone's day, showing them that they are valued and their experiences are recognized. Practicing compassion and empathy also involves being present for others in times of need, offering support and understanding without judgment. It is about recognizing the dignity of each person, beyond our differences. Aristotle emphasized the importance of friendship and the role of empathy in building strong, meaningful relationships. He believed that true friends share both joys and sorrows, supporting each other with empathy and understanding. Modern psychology supports the idea that compassion and empathy not only enhance our relationships, but also our emotional well-being. By caring for others, we strengthen our sense of belonging and purpose, cultivating happiness in our lives. Each person has a unique and valuable story, with experiences, joys, struggles, and triumphs that shape who they are. Recognizing this opens us to genuine care and understanding towards others, strengthening the social fabric of our global community. By practicing compassion and empathy, we not only enrich the lives of others but also reap emotional and spiritual rewards in our own lives. The joy that comes from making a difference in someone's life is invaluable, filling our hearts with gratitude and meaning. Together, we can be agents of positive change, spreading kindness in every interaction and situation. Our actions are seeds of hope and love that bloom in a garden of compassion and mutual understanding, shaping a more humane and luminous future for generations to come. If you enjoyed our video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. This helps YouTube know that these types of videos are helpful to people like you, so we can continue creating more similar content in the future.